Hello, Chuck. This is Quentin.
Hey, Mr. Tarantino's in the house.
Chuck,
Man.
the movie guy.
Yes, it's me. Hey, you rocked another film. I'm telling you. Not only did I love this movie, I love the score.
Oh.
I hope somebody sends it to me. It rocked.
Oh, wow. We can take care of that, actually. I have the power to do things like that.
Yeah. And you know who was what I thought a secondary character in this film was a suspense. I can't tell you how many times I held my breath during this movie.
Oh, that's really flattering, man. I really appreciate it. That was a whole big thing, especially about that basement tavern scene. I wanted that to be like this just 20-minute rubber band of suspense that just stretches and stretches and stretches until it breaks.
And not to mention under the floorboard scene. I mean, that was another one. I tell you what, the whole movie, it was just awesome. Now, it took almost 10 years to get this made, 8 weeks to shoot. I mean, why were you so passionate about this subject matter? And where did this passion stem from?
Well, basically, I came up with the idea right after Jackie Brown, like in '98. And I came up with most of the characters that you see in the movie now. And the basic idea of the bastards, the basic idea of Shoshana, this Jewish gal whose family was murdered, hiding in Nazi-occupied France. But I had a different storyline in mind, and so I followed that story. But it just got too big, and it would have been a miniseries. It wouldn't have been a movie. So I put it away and did Kill Bill and some other things. And when I came back to it, I came up with a different storyline that I could actually do as a movie, but with all those same characters. But I was always just I like the idea of doing genre movies and the idea of a bunch of guys on a mission like Devil's Brigade, Dirty Dozen kind of film. Hadn't been done in a while, so I like the idea of throwing my hat in that ring.
Now, you're not Jewish, so why was it important to make this? I mean, when I was watching it, all I could think of is only Quentin Tarantino could get away with this and pull it off. And why does it take so long for a filmmaker to stick it to the Nazis? Who doesn't love a Nazi-killing movie?
Well, that was my point of view. All right, I would have thought there would have been quite a few movies like this before mine came out, but it turns out that I was the one that take it on. And I actually like I also like the idea of the fact that the movie, it's not like the war movies have been made in the last. It's actually not like any war movie ever made, not good or bad. It's just different. But having said that, though, I like the idea. It's not like the war movies of the last 30 years. It is more like a mid 60s, 70s movie where it's it's a thrilling adventure story, and you could actually go to when I watched The Great Escape. That's a great movie. I have a great time watching The Great Escape. It's very entertaining. And so I wanted to do a war movie with a genre that actually you could be entertained while you're watching the film.
Now, as a fan, I know that there's a bar in Germany called Tarantinos. It's actually not a bar, it's a shrine. When you went there with the cast, wasn't that a little weird?
No, it was a blast, man. It was definitely my honor to be honored. That's no joke. And the guy who runs the place is just very, very cool. And we turned that into one of our regular watering holes. Every 3 weeks or so, when we'd finished working, we'd end up going to Tarantinos and drinking the special cocktails they had named after my movies and stuff. And it was a good time. It was a good time at that bar.
You should have asked for a cut of the profits. Now, how did you cope with all the different languages in the movie? I mean, you got French, German, Italian.
Oh no, that wasn't very hard. I mean, even in the case of Kill Bill, we had big long scenes in Japanese and stuff. I actually kind of like doing that. I don't know if I'd be able to do it so well if I hadn't written the script. If I was doing somebody else's material. But when it's your own dialogue that's been translated and you're doing it, even though I don't speak French or don't speak German, you get a sixth sense. You just know when it's right.
Are you happiest when you're making a movie or when you're not?
Oh, it's they're different happies. They're different parts of my life and my personality. It's like if you're a mountain climber, you're very, very happy when you're climbing the mountain. You're doing what you're meant to be doing. But when you get over the mountain, then you're also enjoying being down at the bottom at the chateau. All right, feeling the accomplishment of a job well done. Hopefully.
Now, I understand that you don't want to make movies until the day you die, but what would be your great next career accomplishment?
Oh gosh, I can honestly say I just keep on going further. Is the only thing I can think of, because I'm very, very happy with my films, and I'm very, very happy with my filmography and my oeuvre, and just to keep that level of what I consider quality to that level. That's the goal.
What about like a biography or an actual novel or something, maybe instead?
Well, I did that with Jackie Brown, and I love Jackie Brown, and I love doing that. But I don't really want to translate novels or do life stories. I really like them being original stories, come from me. I like facing that blank page and knowing this doesn't exist until I put it on the paper.
Well, keep making these great movies, and I'm going to check my mailbox for that score.
You got to check. Hey, I'll take care of that for you. No worries.
Thanks so much.